When you become a member of West Main Artists Co-op, you become a part of a community. The people who were interested in forming an art co-op in the city of Spartanburg bought the building. Then they put out a call to artists to come to a meeting if they were interested in being a part of a co-op. And they started the building, and the name of West Main Artists Co-op was chosen at that time.
When I decided that I wanted to really get into ceramics after graduation, I knew that I had to find a place to work because I was not living in a place where I could set up a home studio or anything like that. So I started looking online, and one of the things that came up again and again was the West Main Artists Co-op. And so I sent in an application, and they accepted me in the fall of 2015. And I've been having a blast ever since.
I actually grew up in this neighborhood, and down the hill was this big church that I would pass by all the time. And occasionally as I got older, I would stop by and see some of the artists and the artwork that was here. As far as my involvement, they had reached out to me and told me that I had an opportunity to display my work for a gallery showing. And I was like, oh wow, this is brand new for me, especially because I was a street artist and I had no idea where to start.
The type of art that we have at West Main Artists Co-op, it ranges from glasswork to ceramics to 2D painting, even performance art at times. So if it can be made by hand, we probably have it here. My work has grown from working with pen and ink, which I still love to do, but I've turned my pen and ink lately into sculptural pieces. You'll usually find lots of detail in my work. Sometimes they're very colorful, sometimes not. I think when people see my work, it's not about doom and gloom, however. It's about hope. It's about an uplifting of what we can be as human beings.
My art comes from a place of pain and torment, or sometimes happiness, times when I'm sad. So I create from having anxiety and depression. And so when those things start getting to me, I go into my room, into my studio, and I start creating.
The West Main Artists Co-op essentially is the reason that my business is off the ground as soon as it is. There's no way I would have been able to start my business if I didn't have an affordable place to work. I would have never had the opportunity to have my first solo show as soon as I did. My career has been greatly accelerated just because this place has facilitated so much.
Every third Thursday of the month, we have what is called the Spartanburg Art Walk. All the galleries in town open their doors, and we usually change out our shows every art walk. We have 3 new openings every art walk. That is a night that you'll see the parking lot usually full, and we draw in people from all over this area into the co-op.
The West Main Co-op is important because it's a reflection of the community that lives here. It's a reflection of the people. The artists are bringing in culture, and it's important to capture that culture.
Even if my studio takes me away from West Main, I'm always going to come back during Art Walk. I'm always going to come back to support the artists that are still here. I'm always going to look to come back to teach workshops here. I'm always going to want to be a part of this place.